go. Let's also uh, let the team know we are in. On. I'm on. We're gonna make sure we're on everything. Okay. And then just to give a little better sound to all the things, especially for everyone that can hear me already. Welcome, welcome. Dr. Z, Greater Self. We are definitely about to do our thing. And what I notice is that I am probably going to need to consider just make sure all the audios are working in all the places. Make sure we can get the bestest version going. Let's see, should we put it on the shoulder? Just stick it right on the center. All right. I guess this is how it's going. We're gonna hope like heck that I don't hit it too much. Nothing like a nice little pop off to see how that goes. Let's see, where should we put the sound? Let's put it. Let's put it over here. Hi, see y'all over there on the TikToks. We're waiting for the Instagrams to come through and to be live on all the other platforms. We're going for it, going for it. And then put on the do not disturb, because who wants to be disturbed when they're out here trying to give all the answers to all the tests? I realize there's got to be another way to also still get all the info at the same time. So, welcome again, everyone, to okay, I'll make sure that this is working well. Actually, yeah, let's use this device for the sound. I don't know if it changed for y'all or switched. Oh, dang it. Um, let's see if we can end this one down here and start over again and see how that goes. But um, nothing like a little mini interruption. It again. I'll log out. All right. If you proceed, oh dang it. I guess maybe you can't do that, but there has to be a better way. To do this and hope that it goes through. All right. Nothing like a quick little improvise to get things going. I apologize everyone who's here and waiting. And we're just having a little minor technical difficulty with getting Instagram connected because I don't even know why, but that's what's happening in this moment. So it's looking like I am going to have to consider again going with holding a phone, hoping like heck that goes well. Switching the audio again to another device because we are not going to allow one platform to prevent us from continuing on. We're just going to have to set it up so that, yep, you can hear me on Instagram, TikTok, all the things in all the places, period. So I find all the attachments that make that happen. And this is the crazy part. We were talking about romanticizing rest and rejuvenating, and looking at what that difference is so far as being able to let's see, make sure I'm on the right account before we just jump out here. Looking at what that even means, the whys, the hows, all the things. Um, let's see. Guess I have to go live super old school by like pressing my fingers on the things. Part of me almost wants to point my phone at the other cameras and let that be the live and see how well that goes. But while I'm figuring out where it will be best to place this other phone and do this. Um, Thank y'all for joining me. Let's start there. Welcome. Thank you. My name is Dr. Z. We are here going live with everyone. And as I said, I guess I'm holding this particular phone because that's how life is going these days. That's what we're getting offered. Um, Hopefully the folks that are alive over there are able to actually hear and hear well. And I'm trying my best to see what things I can actually do to hold all of it at once. But the reality is I am one human being, and that is totally fine. I am one, oh my gosh, one human that is going to have at least one camera probably focused on some up up the nose type shots, just because everything else was already set up perfectly. And yeah, and now this just isn't. And that's how that goes. Today, oh, I think I found one more alternative, and I appreciate everybody's patience in this process, especially on TikTok now that I'm actually on, because you are getting lots of movement going on over here for sure. And yeah, I probably caught all side of the face shots just now. If you can hear me, great. And we just threw the phone on the ground. Oh, wow. And the whole piece just broke. All right. So we've lost the microphone, we lost the streaming thing, and at the same time, I still am going to cover and discuss this topic of being able to romanticize rest, recovery, relaxation, all the things, because something that I noticed is that the past couple of weeks or so, for sure, I have definitely been sharing a lot more information about um, basically what it looks like if you don't. All the pain points, all the things that are not really that cool, all the ways that you can find yourself in a position that's really not working for you, it's actively working against you, and exploring how, even with getting on today, it took X amount of minutes, however many minutes it took for me to jump on here to still not be on at least one platform that I truly do want to be on in the way that I want to, and trying to figure out what are alternative ways to still get access and go back and forth between now looking the cameras that were set up to looking down at the bottom and back and up and back and up, and being okay with, if I were still actively in the frazzled state that I've been pointing out for the past couple of weeks, not being able to give myself permission or grace to try different things, um, this would have made it to a crash out moment. This would have been the deal breaker that like would have caused some bona fide havoc. It would have caused a point of contention with myself, with my existence, with how life in general is going, and be like, seriously, like this is what we're doing. Just throw the whole live away, because clearly we can't figure out how to get multiple cameras set up and systems working that are supposed to. And who knows why? Who knows? I don't know why. I don't know how to actively make it happen continuously forever and ever. But what I do know is that over this weekend, a theme that kept popping up was wanting to spend time with people, wanting to spend time with people that I enjoy, being intentional of how we're spending time, and then also noticing moments where I won't say a person reaching out has caused me to not want to spend time with them, but the reality of where I was at for that moment and at that time, and what spending time with them would require of me, noticing when I didn't want to do it, understanding that the genuine request of my attention and time is really great. And when I'm saying me and I'm talking about myself, I love for you to insert you here so that you can also look at how that works for you. And not gonna lie, I am absolutely, I just need a little bit more height on one of these devices because I don't actually want to keep looking down and hoping that it gets better. I'd like it to just be better now. So at the bottom of the screen, you guys will be seeing a nice little phone that's propped up, but at least everyone will have a better chance of getting more direct contact. And I can only see like so far away anyways. I tried to put the glasses on so I could see more, but here we are. With that, I noticed how, pending who asked for my attention or time, what time of day it was, um, what I had already set for myself to do, and then what I maybe already committed to, how I definitely had different feelings and opinions about what I was willing to consider doing in the moment, and noticed that I don't want to do the same thing with every person all the time. And I also love to have fun with different people in different ways. So I spent time in a couple of different places and a couple of different settings and scenes that I enjoy spending time there, and recognize that fun is part of one of those F words that I say rarely gets incorporated into femininity on a regular basis and a consistent flow where people are creating routines and cycles of how they're showing up that allows you to actually feel like you don't need to run away from your real life. So the retreat, I won't call it a retreat. The workshop that I am offering this Saturday is really along the lines and about being able to help people have a moment to disconnect. So I don't want you to like throw your entire life away or run away from it, but to actually disconnect from what you normally do, to try something different, to see what else you can observe about yourself, and notice if you enjoy or have fun doing different things, being in different environments, and trying out different stuff that you can take away with you and allow yourself to reconnect with how you enjoy life on purpose. And you had a whole moment that you get to keep with you forever. We can take pictures, do all the things, but more than anything, you're giving yourself a chance to take a step back, look at the bigger picture called my real life, and decide, how do I feel about it? What's working for me? What's not working for me? Um, when I move my body this way, when I'm doing yoga, like, is that or is that not actually working? Is there something else that needs to be happening? Are there things about myself that I should be considering or incorporating into what I'm doing, the attention and the time that I'm giving to different areas, and getting really comfortable with, it's okay to make changes to those things. It's okay to notice that stuff you used to enjoy and like, you don't freaking enjoy and like it anymore. And the suckier part of that is the people you used to do just those things with may end up being casualties of the whole process, because if you don't like doing those things and that's really the only time you've seen those people, either they have to also be in a space of choosing to evolve and want to evolve in the same ways that you are, or you may have to take a little rest from that particular relationship. You may have to take a step back. You might have to be more intentional about, I don't know, just saying bona fide no and getting comfortable with not offering reasons and excuses as to why you are not interested in doing those things anymore, because you notice rest at home actually respectfully feels so much better. My default location for every single day is my bed. So for me to get out of my bed is a huge thing. It means whatever I'm doing, I really care about. So when I see my clients, that's because I really, really enjoy working with my therapy clients. That's why I schedule them the way I do. When I choose to, after talking to people for whether it's 6 hours, whether it's 2 hours, whether it's 10 hours, if I pick up my phone and call you, I'm either calling one because you called me and I am doing my best to be a good follow-upper. It's a work in progress. Um, and or I called you directly because something about your energy really allows me to feel relief. It allows me to feel safe. It allows me to feel calm, to be the best version of me at a depleted state because I've used my brain all day. I've held space for, helped other people do things. And again, I keep encouraging you all to insert you into it or say I or me as I'm saying these things to see if, yes, those are the same things that you're experiencing so that you can start your process of flipping and making these things more yours too. But noticing after doing that type of work all day, helping other people very intentionally, very directly, and very personally, if I am speaking to you, then you hold a special place in my heart, for one. For two, if I do answer your calls, like, and it's not an emergency, but I do call you back, that is the biggest gift that I can offer at this point in life is recognizing that one of my most valuable assets, despite what I do in therapy, what I do in yoga, what I do in coaching, and any other thing you want to line up, see certifications for, or proof from people that have experienced it. My time is the one thing, the one resource asset that is the most valuable that you have in the world. So if you are stuck in all the things that suck and don't feel good, and you're constantly looking for how do I escape and get away from my real life, I'd encourage you to start looking at how do you create a life that you're not trying to run away from, but instead actively seeking to do more of and better and consistently because that's what actually feels good for you because your life isn't set up in a way where you need to run away from it. It is set up in a way where you get to enjoy the things you choose to do to support yourself and support other people in the world. And it gives you enough to do those things. And you're creating a balance of work and play, masculine, feminine, where you're having fun. You're not just working hard all the time, hard, like just going, 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 but you're actually taking your time to take breaks throughout your day, every day, breaks to spend time with yourself, people you care about, to building your own self maintenance, which is a part of self care. So, like, how are you moving your body? Are you sleeping? Are you eating? Are you doing a lot? I ate so much this weekend. Just put that out there. Enjoyed it. All it was great. But how are you doing these things that are part of your regular routine? When a 3 day holiday weekend comes up, should you choose to, and I am the person that makes my schedule. So when I say, oh, we're off on this day, it's because me, the boss version of me, said, we're not working on this day, just like we don't work on weekends. And I'm embracing it, which means you get to go have fun and do other things, or you can just rest. And that is still a verb. Resting is an active thing. And for a lot of folks, it's probably harder work to rest than it is to go be busy and do stuff, be burnt out because you overworked yourself, you overcommitted yourself to other people, and you forgot stuff you genuinely enjoyed that makes you smile, that makes you happy because you did it, either happy because it physically felt good or happy because the way you chose to move your body felt greater. But the bigger picture is you're doing life on purpose in a way that really works for you instead of against you, to where you feel like you genuinely have to run away because the stuff isn't working. If life is working in your favor, and please do understand, this is not an effortless all the time, every single day of life it's always going to be this way. The goal is to create a balance or harmony in your life so it does get to be like this. And the moments that it's not, when real life stuff happens, you don't take as long to recover from those moments because you have incorporated more fun More, yes, please help. Thank you for helping. How can I help you now that I've recovered and rejuvenated from either working hard, playing hard, whatever it is, but how you can do these things more consistently and really give yourself a sense of peace about your yeses and nos to people, events, things, places, jobs, careers, like all the stuff, and not only not feel bad about it, but know that you made the best choice for you. You made the best choice for the career you built. You made the best choice for the people you actually love and care about. And unfortunately, there's going to be some people that aren't at the same place that you're at in your evolution of the greatest version of yourself. And that's cool. The unfortunate part is those are going to be the people that are going to be pissed off when you say, I don't want to hang out with you. And it's the way I'm saying these things sounds exactly like how I feel them, and the problem with that is it doesn't sound very nice on the other end. But the reality is, if you don't want to do something, every time you force yourself to do it, you're lying to yourself and you're making it that much harder to really enjoy the stuff you do like. If you want to go do a thing, but you know you are exhausted, you don't you're tired, you don't got the money, you don't have the energy, you don't have the stamina, you don't have whatever it is you need to have. Every time you go and force yourself to do those things, could you have fun? Absolutely, hands down. Or you might have this experience of feeding that burnout that usually comes where people are like, I just got to get away. Again, this Saturday, I don't want anyone to get away and run away from their lives. Not with me, because you're gonna have to leave at the end of our time together. So I don't want you to do that for yourself. But if you can take a moment to disconnect from your routine, take a little break in what you normally do, so you can recreate maybe some things or some ways to do your life different, that you are not trying to run away anymore. You just are sitting in. It's totally cool to be in this season. This season is more about maybe working more hours to um, create something for the future or a legacy for your family, but you're not putting yourself in a position where every single day you're waking up on some grumpy old man type stuff. Like, I hate everything and everybody. Like, it's not cute and people don't like it. And then you end up saying really nasty, ugly, rude things to other folks and they dislike you. And then you end up by yourself and then wondering what happened? What went wrong? You, because you didn't give yourself permission as an adult to still embrace. And I may have some issues around when people say your inner child. Like, man, it might be on the inside. It's just a part of who you are. There's a version of you that is youthful. Aw, I'm sending my hearts out over there on IG. I see you. I miss my friend that doesn't come see me anymore, but it's all good. There's this part of you that we were, I don't want to say we were never meant to grow up, but we were meant to continue to grow up, but you weren't supposed to lose the essence of the innocence that came with childhood, the curiosity that came with it, the desire to explore and try new things and allow them to feel good. And I don't care if you laugh at me neither on Instagram, just so you know, Mr. 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 Dewan. Anyhow, I can't see all the way over to TikTok to be able to call y'all out by name, but put a comment out there and I'll be sure to address it on the replay. Um, we were meant to be able to have fun. The whole point of why all of us rush to grow up, or a lot of people rush to grow up, and this is, aside from looking at whatever traumas or parentification you had to endure as a child, we rushed to become grown-ups so we could do stuff that we thought grown-ups would be able to do. All right, then come see me. Especially since I just said to the whole entire world, if I let you be in my space, that's real special. But we let go of all the stuff we really wanted to do once we got the money to go do it. Like, I just went and played inflatable kickball due to some claustrophobia reasons. I wasn't putting anything over my face to do it. But the ideal that one of my friends who's more willing to talk to people on a regular basis all the time, I am not. However you meet me, please understand you got the greatest version of me when you met me. Most likely, if I'm talking to you and doing the things, but she organized a whole little thing for us to go play kickball as adults. Like, could children have played? Probably, but it wasn't advertised for them. We went, we had a good time. Nobody that I'm aware of broke anything, and everybody smiled. And it was so chill and cool and not that deep. Like nobody was worried about their licenses, their businesses, their family. Like everybody for once got a chance to just exhale and breathe. This Saturday, and I realized again how I've been promoting and sharing the information about the event probably feels like come bring all your worries and dump them off here. Do that, but do that because I need you to be available to receive the part that's fun. That when we are doing yoga, that you aren't so stuck on trying to have this beautiful pose or posture or position that you can't laugh at the silly things I am absolutely going to say. You don't get stuck on when it is time for the dance part of our time together in reconnecting with ourselves, that you aren't so stuck in your head that you can't loosen up and just enjoy. So, with all that, taking a nice little deep breathy breath, I absolutely want to romanticize rest, recovery, relaxation, reintegration of essences of you that have maybe dissipated because you supposedly are an adult or you're mature. And personal true story, I probably embrace more childish things now because I fought so hard to try to be a grown up as a kid that I was even willing to ruin and snatch the idea of Christmas away from my little sister and cousin. Not because I'm an evil person, but I was like, I need y'all to hurry up and grow up and be on the same page with me. They're literally only a year younger, and in the midst of that, I just I just needed them to be on my page. So you could say I have respectfully been a bully of making people a greater version of themselves since a kid. Some of it just might not have clicked exactly the way that someone else might say is cool because I didn't know yet. Now I know. I could have I could have let them keep Santa Claus and we would have been just fine. And I could have found some other folks, not my sister and cousin, to try to level up with. But when you are stuck in the house because your mom worked a million jobs, which I get it from her honestly, you got your sister and your cousin, and that's all you can play with. You want them to play like you play. And I was trying to play like adult with no money, trying to do stuff like run away from run away from home when we would go to stores because I was mad about something I didn't get or couldn't do, taking sugar packets and packets of crackers. And if my cousins even listen to this, she can verify the nonsense that I really thought under this is all under the age of 12. So in my creativity, despite me trying to grow up too fast, there was also this space of trying to become an adult too fast and figuring out really quick I don't have enough resources to get through the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna eat this sugar packet and be done. These crackers only gonna last a few minutes, and yet at the same time, guess I'm gonna have to just remain being a kid for the time and get back in this car and chill the heck out and be easy is what it kind of boiled down to. So I'm inviting you all this Saturday to actually come and disconnect from whatever version of an adult you think you are to embrace the open space and groundedness of you're not running away from life. You are coming with the intention of let some stuff be at the door. No one's going to steal it from you. All your stress and worries will be waiting right there afterwards. And should you choose, you can totally decide to leave some of them at the door when you leave and conclude these are not worries I need to carry on because as I'm recreating this balance, this flow, I can totally not be worried about that and keep it moving to be more concerned about whatever it is you'd like to create or restructure or reconnect with that got lost over time for all the important reasons that it did and walk away being a greater version of yourself now that you have come to disconnect. You got guided through the process. You set your intentions, you created your flow, we moved our bodies, we flowed through that, we've had this whole little dance party, we out here getting into it. And then at the end of that, after we are done getting into it, then we are actually going to take some food home because if you don't like, I like to eat. So I like to eat, so I share stuff I like. No need in pretending like I don't like to. So I like to dance. I like to move my body. I like to talk about stuff that allows me to be a better version of myself. And I like to eat some food to solidify it. Have some tea, do all the things. So I hope that you all be able to join me, especially if you are local in the Upland area, I believe is where it's at. You can check out the location if you look on the links, look on the post. I know y'all seen it. You've seen the stuff that's been around. Feel free to come through, share it with someone else that you know that may be in a space of wanting to disconnect. I'm actively saying we're not running away from real life. We are disconnecting from the things that are not working, putting them at the door. Maybe we're putting them on paper and we're reevaluating how we want to go about tweaking them in a way that allows us to reconnect to the greatest version of ourselves, move our bodies, dance to release some more, eat some food, and talk about the great time we had because we had fun actually reconnecting with ourselves. So, with that, do check the comments, do check the post, go ahead and click the links. Oh, yeah, I decided because I really want people to have this opportunity to have this experience instead of sticking with the upcharge after the early bird prices, we're just going to keep it the same because I would prefer someone to be able to come and not have money be the reason they didn't show up. So if you are thinking, oh, that's my only reason why I didn't want to show up, you should probably reach out to me and ask. This is a practice and like how you can reconnect with yourself. Ask for what you need and what you want. You never know. Someone may have, I don't know, a scholarship, or another person may want to actually pay for you to have this experience. But if nobody knows, you're not going to get it. So, with that, my lovelies, my great folks, and only the people in my nice little IG channel know that we get called lovelies because y'all are all lovely for choosing to allow me the space to share energy with y'all, share information, even my own personal entertainment. And I really appreciate y'all. And I can't wait to see everyone that does show up this Saturday. And beauty is you physically can't make it. I don't know. Should I consider? And maybe this might be a poll. Should I consider adding a virtual aspect? It will still be limited because I absolutely do want this to be an intimate experience so that no one is feeling so overwhelmed that they can hide in the crowd. I want you to be seen, to be heard, to be held, and to be supported while you move through the process of dropping stuff off, sorting it out, repicking it back up, moving it around, and enjoying having fun in the process. Like, we don't have to come here and be like, "Ugh, life is so hard," and then cry for like 5 hours. Like, first of all, it's only two. So there's that. And the other part is, I would love for you to leave with tears of joy, if nothing else, because you either laughed so hard you almost peed yourself, or you're so proud of who you allowed yourself to be in this moment in space, and maybe you met some other cool people in the process. So share the info. I appreciate you all. I hope y'all have a great evening. I appreciate everybody that jumped on from the beginning, that waited through all the technical difficulties, the flipping of the phones on the floor, having to reconnect different stuff. Like, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me in these human moments. So I will be seeing y'all later on in the week, and some of you Saturday, and the rest of you, you'll see me on the internet. Make sure y'all hit the subscribes, the likes, the shares, do all the things that cost you nothing but a little bit of your time and attention. You can do it. And I will see y'all later as I now figure out how to click out of every single thing in order. And bye, IG. Guess y'all get to hear the ends of all the buys. Figure out how to do that next. And then, oh, guess next we're saying bye to the Tiki Talks. Oh, if I hit the right button. And then, bye everyone on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. I will see y'all later.